when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need to keep.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Great. Check. Crunch. Express.
On first down, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 8.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 50. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big edge. He's coming. 8. Double up.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Greg, Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago. 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
20. Check. 8.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
45 to Mike. 20. Here we go. 40. Express. Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, fast. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Shut up. Hey, what is it? Go. Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, let's set. 180. What's the gun. Great. 45 to Mike. 45 to 20. Here we go. Kill. Check 24. Tighten up.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Blue waiting. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Now Jones, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 99. Check 99. Great. Express. There we go.
From the gun, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey! Watch out. Shoot! Gun. 61. Max Fox. Mike. Express. Check. Motion out of backfield.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. By Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Switch. Great. Hey! Express! 45, get it!
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Right there, 54. Express! 54, Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On second down, it's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again. They go play action. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and long for Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. 20! And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
I can't believe they even let you play. Back. Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Basically bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running. Stop.
Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Fourth down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill, kill, kill. Gun, gun, gun. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Right stone. Drive on. It's a safety. 8. Express.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
36. Check 52.
And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Shit, 780. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit. 20.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready. Look 80. 20. Great. 8. Showing that. Undercrush.
Newton now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 8. Slam. Check. Gun. Off. Express. Check. 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Conklin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
20. Ready. I'm coming out to you. Check 37. Check 8. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
On 3rd down, Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mario Addison gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Exit. Check 50.
Working out of the gun. Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that would hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
8. Check. Lucky.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Past the 20. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Great. Express.
Now it's Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 8. Sponge. 20. No. Rush in. 8. 45 to the mic. Go, D. Let's go. 45. Express. 45.
Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. To the air again, Newton. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it with Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I got this. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch that.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they try the sweep to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third? And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down.
No. Off. Gun. 45. 8. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Bang.
Now Newton, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. The ball through the air and gain a lot of, but now